Appalachian Trail update, New York State, and it's not very well marked. It's not that the AT is not really well marked. I mean, that is the case in some spaces, but it's more as just the overwhelming amount of alternate trails running through, and then at times the overlay, because even that's not really an issue, right? But it's the overlay of 2 or 3 trails all being that trail at once. So they start to overlay other trails and trail markers on top of the Appalachian Trail and do like alternate trees. Like the one tree will be the Appalachian Trail, then the next tree, so it starts to get spread out. And then at times the different trails will move off that. So you got to like really pay attention. But right before you get to Bear Mountain, after Lemon Squeeze, by John Wayne recreation area, it's really super confusing. They have an old Appalachian Trail markers, and then they did like blue blazes around, but I don't see the blue blazes like leading anywhere other than in a loop. So I ended up on this and it's the old. I mean, look how confusing this is. It's the old Appalachian Trail markings. I don't want to deter anyone from doing the Appalachian Trail. This is just one poorly marked section, but it's like the old white blazes that are faded with like blue blazes, new blue blazes drawn on top of the faded white blazes. So like, what does that mean to you if you don't have far out, So yeah, I ended up, after just chaotic days up there, buying the section of far out for, I've already done New Jersey, which that would have been beneficial there as well, but I bought New Jersey, New York, Connecticut. It comes together as a package for like $9.99, so I would definitely get that for New York for sure. I mean, you got so much ahead of you. Like, there's nothing worse than spending all day lost or trying to finish a quarter mile or trying to find something. A lot of people by now in the bubble are hiking with other people, and at least one of them has far out, so it's not really an issue. People in the bubble don't really seem to get lost as much, but if you're by yourself, it can be a real challenge. So like the first day is kind of madness, and I went down like an alternate to get down to Anthony Wayne because I wasn't sure if the Appalachian Trail would run through. And then the second day, like I go up there, and I end up down on this down on a road, and like my cell phone was dead, and I didn't know where to go. So I'm just like hiking around this road. It's called like 7 Lakes Drive, I think, and it was on like the opposite side of like the Palisades Parkway, and I just put my thumb up eventually in defeat, and the person that picks me up was not only did she hike the full Appalachian Trail, but she also did the entire PCT and the entire CDT all in calendar years. I think she said her calendar year for the AT was 2016. Her trail name is Woodchuck, so there's probably at least a few other woodchucks out there, but I don't know if she's on the list of 775 distinguished people that hold that honor, but maybe she filed for it or didn't file for it, but I'll take her word for it that she's definitely a triple crown holder. So that was the universe right there. I mean, those are the people I look up to the most in the world. Already done what I'm going after, and there's one of the 775 people. Let's say there's at least a few hundred that didn't apply for it, so 1 in 1,000. I mean, I read the number was about 11 to 1,200, about 1,200, so 775 official, but it is more than that. But so that was amazing, and she dropped me off And but yeah, Google has it all messed up. Google doesn't really even attempt to. I mean, you'll be like 5 minutes away from Anthony Wayne, and it'll tell you like 10 hours. It wants you to like walk all the way around. Like the Appalachian Trail doesn't even exist there. Like it's not even on Google. So it showed me how flawed Google can be. That's the worst Google ever. Like normally you can always see the Appalachian Trail on Google, but not on this section. I guess the other trails overlaid on top of it or whatever, and kind of wiped it from Google. So then I was asking people, like my shuttle driver, and he gave me the wrong information, and I paid ChatGPT Professional to do all this routing for me. That was completely wrong, that day one. So I ended up in like a 10-mile hike, but it ended up being way over 15 miles. Like I got a dog in the car. That's the thing, like you're facing extreme temperatures, extreme rains. Like I've got other beings I'm responsible for, and like I'm not having any fun. Like at that point, like I'm a responsible person. This path of consciousness, you see like a lot of people at festivals, everyone trying to have fun and seek pleasure, but I'm not really a pleasure seeker. I like to seek pleasure as long as my responsibilities are met first. So I hate to be in any situation where it would appear that I'm irresponsible. So it's pretty wild up there, just southbound of Bear Mountain. So there was a powwow this weekend at Anthony Wayne. So the different directions really met. So that was cool. I planned it, Spirit planned it, whatever. The intersection of the two was amazing. To be able to walk all the way there was an honor. And an accomplishment. I set out what I wanted to do. So that was good. I won't go into too much into New Jersey. I'll just say that there's not a lot of water up there in New York at all. So, and you think they're water trails because they're blue, but they're not. There's a lot of there's blue blazes, easy trails to go around, like all these tough mountain climbs, and then there's blues for alternates. So yeah, New York is not that accommodating. I think I've already mentioned in another video, but there's very little shuttling. There's very little trail family. There's trail magic, but the parking lots are tough to spend overnights. There's a lot of laws and regulations for everything for camping, right? Because you're so close to New York City. There's not a lot of trail towns. It's more like you're in like these rich towns and paying crazy prices. So when you're close to the city there and close to Bear Mountain and before Bear Mountain and Harriman, like be prepared to spend as much per item as you're going to spend on the trail. So yeah, New York definitely comes with a really good share of challenges, to say the least. And also set my record for sure on trail for ticks in a day, over 100. So really tough tick sections as well. And now that could be that's the conditions. It was just perfect conditions for ticks, with some night rain and the morning dew and the perfect temperatures where it wasn't, awfully hot. So it was really perfect breeding conditions for the ticks. So, but still, it's also the perfect habitat for ticks with the tall grass, which you don't see a ton of on the AT. But you're seeing, more tall grass this time of year as these grasses have grown and they're in the wilderness and they're uncut. So this time of year, you're going to get more tick-like conditions than you would have, even though the ticks are really bad in the spring too. the grass is not as tall, and that's the conditions that they really like. So you're feeling great, but also feeling pretty drained from all the New York City energy and all that. Even finishing up New Jersey, the last part of New Jersey is also getting pretty populated there as well. So it hasn't really felt like I've been on the Appalachian Trail. It's kind of felt like I've been in society a lot more. It's been like a hybrid, right? So yeah, I mean, that's what I'll say now. For the AT in New York, definitely prepare yourself. A lot of people like to then take that opportunity if they're from out of country to go see the big city, New York City, and all that. So, hey, have at it. I mean, my daughter lives there. It's the worst place on earth. I can guarantee. Well, it's the worst place around. I can guarantee you that, around the Appalachian Trail. Believe me, there's just no doubt. But anyway, much love, family. AT Trail family. 2025. All of us going for our dream here, whether the stars align or not. I've had every single obstacle in my way in the beginning, but things have opened up at this weird through hike with a van and wherever Mowgli is back there, just taking care of him and figuring this out with having to really spend my money shuttling back to move this van along, and not being a traditional through hiker, but really meeting every single bullet point of a through hiker at the same time. And hey, you guys want me to carry a full, heavier pack for no reason? I'll do it. I'll break my balls however you want me to break them. Because this train is gaining steam now, and I'm about to complete my 3rd state soon, and then go right after Connecticut and be 4 states done. And you know what I'm saying? There ain't no stopping us now.